Dr. Erwin Jackson, 1341 Jackson Bluff. Commissioners, during our last City Commission meeting, citizens were shocked, embarrassed, and disappointed by accusations by longtime city employee Harry Brown. Specifically, Mr. Brown stated that Scott Maddox had told him to fire a city employee who accidentally walked in on Scott, a female.
So we're going to see, this is the kind of attacks we have got to watch out. Personal attacks, Mr. Jackson. Personal attack, it is, Mr. Jackson. Personal attacks will not be tolerated, all right?
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay, we're talking about legal documents here. And I'm also referring to what was discussed last week. Mr. Brown says he was fired because he failed to dismiss a woman who was interrupted.
Mr. This is personal attack. It will not be tolerated. Is that clear?
Personal attack.
It is a personal
Let
attack.
me be very clear. I don't care what two consenting adults do in their own home.
I don't know, Mr. Jackson, I don't know why you can't understand. We're not going to tolerate these kind of personal attacks any longer. We're not going to do it.
Very specific fact is Mr. Maddox made a statement.
We're not going to.
Last week, he stated that a citizen, Harry Brown, had lied regarding a legal document.
Excuse me, Mayor. You may direct the speaker or move to the next speaker, whichever your preference is.
Let's move to the next speaker. If Mr. Jackson's not going to stop this personal attack on a commissioner.
Mr. Mayor, the next speaker would be James Wiley, if that's your...
Next speaker, please.
Next speaker is James Wiley.
Please.
Excuse me, Mr. Jackson. We've called the next speaker.
Just leave the microphone on.
Mr. Mayor, we'll take the next speaker, but I'm not able to take that speaker as long as we have someone at the microphone.
We're not going to tolerate personal attacks. You've done enough of that. We're not going to tolerate it. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down before we have you escorted to sit down, sir. Please sit down. Please sit. Will you please escort the gentleman to a seat? Let us.
Is someone concerned about falsified affidavits?
That's enough.
Okay.
Very much. Appreciate it.
Mr. Mayor, the next speaker.